This is first problem of capital budgeting. So project cost is 4 lakh. It is cash outflow. 10% cash cost of capital. This information is given. We are supposed to calculate payback period, net present value, and ARR. So this data is provided. Year 1 to 10 years are there. Net cash flow is 60,000, 65, 70,000. Year by year it is going on increasing. Then present value is 0.909 for 10%, for 15% 0.8, 0.87, 0.756. So this is PV factor of 15%. So how to calculate this? 100 divided by 115 into is equal to. If you go for this, we will get amount 0.87, and if you continuously press is equal to, you will get next figures. So this is what calculation about PV factor. So for 10%, 100 divided by 110 into is equal to. By this way, you can get all these figures. Okay, so this is calculation of PV. Now let's calculate payback period. So three columns are required: year, accumulated cash inflow, and cumulative cash inflow. So year and accumulated cash inflows are provided in the problem. So we will directly take all this net cash inflow into this accumulated cash inflow. Now next task is, after writing this accumulated cash inflow, cumulative cash inflows are there. So how to calculate cumulative cash inflow? So 60,000 will remain as it is. Then 60,000 plus 65,000, answer is 1,25,000. Then 1,25,000 plus 70,000, 1,95,000 plus 75,000. In this way, every year we are going to add the figure, and that is converted into cumulative cash flow. Cumulative means total. So year by year our amount will going on increasing because we are getting highest amount of cash inflows. So what we are supposed to calculate is that we have invested 4 lakh rupees in this project. So we must recover that amount from this project. So our investment is 4 lakh, and on the fifth year we are getting 3,50,000 back. So in the sixth year we will get remaining 50,000. Difference between 3,50,000 and difference between 3,50,000 and 4 lakh is 50,000. So we will get 50,000 in sixth year, and up to fourth year we will get 3,50,000. So how to calculate this? So first is 5 years are required to cover 4 lakh. So around 3,50,000 is recoverable in 5 years. So 5 years plus difference between, this is 50,000 is difference between 4 lakh, that is outflow amount, minus 3,50,000, that is amount recovered from the cumulative cash inflow. The difference is 50,000. And for this figure, we are supposed to take figure of accumulated cash inflow of 6th year. So if we have received up to 5 years, we will get the next figure of 65 years. ठीक है, जैसे कि हम हमें क्या करना है, 5 years तक जब हमें 3,50,000 मिलते हैं तो 50,000 हम इस 85,000 से लेंगे. तो इसके लिए जो लास्ट ईयर की फिगर डिवाइडेड बाय करना है हमें, वो 85,000 से करना है. So 5 years plus 50,000 divided by 85,000. Answer is 5.58. So in this way, we can understand that the payback period of this case is around 5.5 or 6 years. So when we are going to invest 4 lakh rupees in this project, we will get our money back within 6 years. So this is payback period. On the basis of this, or on the basis of company's policy, we will decide that whether to accept this project or not. If 6 years is too long period, then we will reject the project. And if 6 years are uh, affordable for the company, then company can accept that project. Now let's calculate IRR. So IRR with the help of 10% discounting factors and 15% discounting factors, we are supposed to calculate this. So first column is year, second column is cash inflow, next is present value of 10%, next is present value of 15%, next is PV of cash inflow at 10%, and next is PV of cash inflow of 15%. So this is what our columns. So this is first column, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Now we are going to calculate total number of calculations. So total 10 years are there. We will take all these 10 years for calculation. So these 10 years are there. Next column is cash inflow. It is given in problem. Cash inflow is over here, 60,000 and 65,000. So I'm taking all these figures directly over here. So 60,000 to 40,000. All these figures are in cash inflow for the project. Next is PV factor is there. So it is also available over here. PV factor for 10%. Then PV factor for 15% is also available. So all these four figures are available in the problem. Now next is how to calculate this fourth column, PV of cash inflow at 10%. So we are going to multiply column 1 into column 2. So this is 1 and this is 2. So we are going to multiply 60,000 into 0.909, 65,000 into 0.826. In this way, we will get PV of cash inflow, that is 10%. So let's calculate 60,000 into 0.909. Answer is 54,540. Next is 65,000 into 0.826. Answer is 53. In this way, we can calculate all these figures. Next is for column fifth, we are going to multiply column 1 and column 3 because we want to calculate PV factors of 15%. So let's calculate. So column 1 is 60,000 into, now these figures are required 0.87. So answer is 50. In this second year, 65,000 into 0.756. In this way we can calculate. So this is what table required for IRR. Now after completion of this table, we are going to write, we are going to take total of these two columns, column number 4 and column number 5. So total is 4,88,835 of for the 10%, and for 15% total is 3,91,710. So this is total of this PV factor. Now we are going to put all these figures in equation. So our equation is IRR is equal to A plus C minus O divided by C minus D into bracket B minus D. Okay, so all of you know that A stands for lower rate, C stands for PV of cash inflow at lower trial rate, O stands for original investment, that is cash outflow. Again, C is same amount, PV of cash flow at lower trial rate. D is there for higher trial rate. B is there for higher trial rate. Okay, so in this way we will calculate. So first is A stands for lower trial rate. So two rates are there, 10 and 15. So A is 10. Okay, B is higher trial rate. So B is 15. Now what about C? So C stands for PV of cash inflow at lower trial rate. So PV of कैश इनफ्लो ऑफ लोअर ट्रायल रेट क्या है, 10% लोअर ट्रायल रेट है और उसका पीवी हमें मिला है 4,88,835 माइनस ओ का मीनिंग है इन्वेस्टमेंट, मतलब टोटल आउटफ्लो क्या है प्रोजेक्ट का, तो वो है 4,00,000 रुपीज डिवाइडेड बाय, हम अगर करेंगे इसे तो फिर से सी है तो सेम फिगर इज देयर, माइनस डी है, डी का मीनिंग है पीवी ऑफ कैश इनफ्लो एट हाइयर ट्रायल रेट, तो हाइयर ट्रायल रेट 15% है और उसका जो पीवी है वो हमें लेना पड़ेगा, वो है 391710। सो दिस इज कैलकुलेशन। यहाँ पे हमने बी लिया है 15% हाईएस्ट रेट और यहाँ पे हमें डी जो है हमें वो उससे माइनस करना है, मतलब जो इसे हम ए माइनस बी कहेंगे, सपोज ए माइनस बी, तो 15 बड़ी अमाउंट है तो हमें 15 माइनस 10 ऐसे करना पड़ेगा। ओके, सो ये हमें फिगर लेनी पड़ेगी। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज कैलकुलेशन। सो इफ वी कैलकुलेट ऑल these divided by minus and plus, we will get figures like 88,835 divided by 97,125 and 10 years is there. So 15 minus 10 is 5, and then if we calculate answer, then answer is 14.57%. Okay, so if this is our answer 14.57%, so in this case whether to select project or not, so for that purpose we must have one equation, that is IRR is less than, is if it is higher than K, in that case we will accept that project. Okay, and if it is, if IRR is lower than K, K is cost of capital or required rate of return, जो हमें required rate of return है वो अगर IRR से कम है तो हम प्रोजेक्ट एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं, वो IRR से अगर ज़्यादा है तो वो प्रोजेक्ट हम रिजेक्ट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे 10% हम बेसिक रेट ले रहे हैं, यहाँ पे 10% और 15%। तो जो 10% अगर हम कंसिडर करें तो IRR का आंसर अभी आया है 14.57%। तो ये डेफिनेटली 10% से ज़्यादा है। तो 14.57 ये फिगर बड़ी है एज कम्पेयर टू द 10। तो IRR और के अगर हम कंसिडर करें तो के 10% है मिनिमम रेट ऑफ रिटर्न, और IRR हमारा आंसर है 14.57%। इसमें से ये जो IRR का आंसर है वो ज़्यादा फिगर है, वो 10 से बड़ी फिगर है। तो ये प्रोजेक्ट हम एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं क्योंकि IRR जो है वो बेसिक रेट से ज़्यादा है। तो इसे इस प्रोजेक्ट में हमें जो पीवी फैक्टर 10% से जो कैलकुलेशन किया है, तो इसमें हम ये प्रोजेक्ट एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हैं एज पर IRR। नाउ लेट्स calculate NPV. So what is equation for that? So first of all, let's calculate for 10%. So NPV at 10%. So what is equation for NPV? So is equal to present value. Equation is like this: present value of cash inflow minus present value of cash outflow, या तो इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट जो है तो वो हमें लेनी पड़ेगी। ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट वैल्यू ऑफ कैश इनफ्लो कितना है, ये जो फिगर्स है सब, वो क्या है, कैश इनफ्लो मतलब हमारे पास आने वाले अमाउंट, तो वो है 48,835, ये टोटल इनफ्लो है। और जो इनिशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट या तो आउटफ्लो है वो है 4 लाख रुपीज। टोटल प्रोजेक्ट में हमने 4 लाख रुपीज इन्वेस्ट किए हैं। तो इसमें इसका जो डिफरेंस अगर हम लेंगे तो डिफरेंस है 88,835। तो ये जो 88,835 है, ये नेट प्रेजेंट वैल्यू है एट 10% कंपनी के लिए। तो इनफ्लो और आउटफ्लो से डिफरेंस अमाउंट 88,000 हमें मिलेगी। तो एनपीवी के लिए जो स्टैंडर्ड्स है वो ऐसे है: एनपीवी इज मोर देन 0, then accept. Next is if NPV is less than 0, then reject. Next is NPV is equal to 0. So this is indifference. So these three criteria are there. So if NPV answer is more than 0, then it is acceptable. If NPV is less than 0, then it is rejected. And if NPV is equal to or there is same like 0, then there is indifference. So in this case, answer is 88,835. So it is more than 0. So this criteria is applicable. So 88,835 is more than 0. So we can accept this project because answer of NPV is more than 0. It shows that we are getting more amount than we have investment. So logically we can identify. We have invested 4 lakh rupees, and if we are getting 4 lakh 88, it means that uh, definitely we are getting high amount. So if we are getting high amount, then we can accept this project. So this is what all about first case of the NPV.